Hello everyone and welcome back to Naval Action. Once more we are out in the Pandora, just this last episode, and I'm just coming up on a few targets here. Somewhat up Mona Passage and also for Wapen von Hamburg. Generally a ship we like to kill. Overshot. And in we go. Alright, we are in somewhat at range. Once more, gonna load a few chains up all around, and we're gonna chase him down. He's gonna be turning right to get a shot in on us. We're gonna try and get in either in front or behind him, depending on how hard he turns, and just slow him down a bit to make sure that we got this under control. If you notice by the crew numbers down here, I forgot to put crew back on when I was back in Lamona. After the last fight, I went into Mona just to offhand whatever we captured from that last LGV, and I forgot to put my freaking crew back on. All right. I'm going to talk a bit about angling in here. We're coming in pretty steep on him here, which means that all his cannon shot will be hitting us at a relatively low angle. You'll have players telling you angle more. That's what they mean. Make sure you get your angle up high so he doesn't penetrate you as easily. The more angle his shots hit you with, the thicker your armor will technically be. Alright, this guy has twice the amount of crew than us, so we don't want to get too close to him. And we didn't manage to angle out. Few bounces, but most actually didn't. We're relatively close to him here, which isn't too good for a rake with chains. And you just saw that skip there. That meant a player just joined. That's a friend of mine just having a look at what we're doing here. Alright, not the worst, not the best. Gonna power again. A bit more heal on and fire. That's still all very, very low. Alright, this is going to be a close-knit fight, so we're going to load ball ammo on both sides again. And let's start playing with this guy. Alright, he's going to turn, so let's turn him if you can. Power and turn heavy. We are going to come into his broadside now, so if he's ready to fire, and he is, so that's the absolute worst timing to actually turn. Fire when I won. Gonna finish reloading starboard battery, and then we're gonna go in. And you'll see Daniela sitting around in her basic cutter just having a look. Slowing down. Reload back up. Almost there. Alright, that broadside's done. Coming in behind. once more. Angle, angle, angle. Not as before when we did the turn. That was very much how not to do. I'm going to try not to turn him. At some point, he's going to get caught in the wind and we'll be 45 degrees, so we can come in behind him then. Now. Quite a bit early. Not a bad hit though. Stay outside his firing arc. Can't. We'll keep an angle up instead. We're actually still outside his arc. Once again, the angle is very steep on his impact here, so most of them are going to bounce. He's reloaded somewhat. Gonna move a bit of my crew from my away from my sails. Let him fire and then return. Well, someone's cocky. Daniela's a pretty good player. She knows what she's doing. She can handle herself, even in a cutter. Alright, gotta come in behind him. Go and keep our speed up as we do. Repairs are done for now. Trying to turn him again. Almost got in the wind. And he's counter turning. Bit early than fire. Turn away. That was a massive hit on our side there. The you need to be somewhat careful here. Come in at an angle. bit more. There we go. Five on a full. We're not doing too good, actually. And that right there is coordinated sailing. You only get maneuvers that close if you actually know what you're doing. Got two captains in a fight that actually knows the boat they're in. Then you can do some pretty close and pretty tight maneuvers, even without having Discord running. Close with that twat. Sorry, I'm sitting here having a bit of a laugh. Pump's taken out. Good work. Reloaded on the wrong side. Angle in. And we're dead. Alright, we are going down and we're going down heavy. We're going to give him whatever we can here at the last second. We're still 2 minutes 48 seconds away from repair. Not going to make that. Well, say what you want. She's got the spirit, that's for sure. Well, good thing it was a DLT ship. We'll get another one back in about 22 hours. Then we can refit and go out. Thing is, will we get as good a roll on the port bonus? Not sure. If we're to take something away from this, first off, when you go in and port, make sure before you go back out, put your crew back on. Second, pay attention. I got too distracted typing and texting and having a bit of laugh with the cutter coming in. Not any fault on the cutter captain here. It was just me that lost focus. I got into stupid turns. I did 2 or 3 turns where I basically turned flat on his broadside. Just as his reload was done. I should have known better, stayed at an angle, have him fire, and then do the turn. Focus your fire a bit more and make sure that when you actually do maneuvers and turns with 2 players in, remember to keep an extra eye on your opponent, as he will respond a bit differently. But for right now, it's all down to Daniela. And if I know her well enough, she'll take her on, no problem. Can't switch to... Yeah, there she is. She's still doing fine. Enemy is... somewhat damaged. Repeated stern race, small shots into the side. And she can actually take him down. I've seen some players, given enough time, actually take down first rates. However, that was a good hit. The thing with the cutter is it's pretty nimble and it's very low freeboard. So most ships will actually overshoot it. And it does fight pretty well, close hold, so not a bad one. But this was definitely a proof of sometimes stuff will go wrong. Don't get discouraged, get back in there, find a new ship. I know early on it can be a bit of expensive to get stuff done and get a new ship bought, but clan access will help you get back on your feet. Being active in your own nation chat will also have people help you a bit more if they know you're a repeating and returning player that actually want to progress. So learn from your mistakes. Make sure that every time you lose, come out with 3 things you could have done better and pick 2 things you did well. That way you'll learn, you'll know what to keep at, what you did well, so you should do that again. Fix on 2 points, and then you can take 3 points that you can improve on. For me, remember your crew, turn at the right time, make sure that he fire before you turn so you don't turn flat on his broadside. And 3, keep your head in the game. That was my 3 that I did wrong or should improve on for this fight. The 2 I did well. It's always harder to praise yourself, but we got in a few pretty decent stern rates there. I'm struggling to find the second one. It's always hard to find things you did well when you actually sunk. So we're looking at doing... We did a few good stern rakes, and we actually managed to maneuver fairly well. But besides the 2 turns there, we got into the stern rake positions pretty easily. So that was the 3 things I can prove and 3 things I need to keep at for the next one. I'm gonna let Daniela run her own little thing here, and I'll probably get a message in a few minutes saying that she's done the fight, and I'll be heading back to Lamona or maybe even Santo Domingo to get myself a new ship. And I'll see you next time. Oh no! Alright, we're gonna let this roll out. Put on some music, see what happens, and until next time, stay safe.